is Paula Salas. I teach 6th grade nonfiction studies. I'm a team leader on 6th grade. I am also an instructional coach. I like to say that Kipp found me. Mark Larson was recruiting at UTSA where I was, studying, and I handed him my resume, and he said I would definitely need the time commitment because I, was involved in many things in my university. And so when I came here, it was just like, whoa, this is a dream school. Then Principal Joyce Bell toured me around, and I was like, this is incredible. And so that's definitely, one of the things, and just the students. The students. My Kipp story have to do with all of them, with the students. So one of my favorite times is when it was my first year teaching, and it's called advisory time. And it was a time where they don't do tutoring on Fridays for that block because it's a time to build relationships with your advisory students. And so in advisory time, we set advisory goals. And so one of the students said, why don't we have perfect life work, which is perfect homework for the week. And we're like, yeah, everyone's enthused about it, but then everyone looks at Stephen. And Stephen is the kid who, his demeanor is just like everyone's like, oh no, like this is gonna be a problem. And sure enough, Stephen said, I can't. And so the kids were like, why, Stephen? And they all huddled around him. And it was then when I definitely stood back in awe and watched these 5th grade Kippsters have conversations with him. And his first excuse was, it's too noisy in my house. And another 5th grade student said, it's noisy in my house too. I typically do my life work in the restroom, just close the door and lock it and do my life work there. It's because my little brothers bug me. And Stephen was like, okay, well, sometimes it gets dark in my house. And another student right away said, well, I do my life work outside, like under the carport in my car, because that's the only time where I can have some peace and quiet and some light. But right away they said, don't start too late because it gets dark. And so every excuse that Stephen was coming up with, these Kippsters just amazed me with all of their solutions to his problems. And one of my favorite lines that one of the students said was, Stephen, there are no excuses, it's on the back of your shirt. And just everything. And when they grabbed his life work folder and they were organizing his stuff, another kid was writing down their phone number to call if he needed help. And at 5th grade, this is happening. And like I said, I was just in awe of how amazing that these students are, that we're able to build relationships among ourselves and among teachers and staff. And that doesn't happen at every school. It happens at Kipp. Character traits are super important. They are what they classified successful people as having. And from the very beginning, we teach kids about self-control, about don't eat the marshmallow yet. And that's their favorite lesson because, it does teach them about having that self-control, having that grit to, you may want to chomp on that marshmallow, but the reality is that there are things that if you wait, better things will come. And so having kids learn that tangibly, like they have a marshmallow in their hand, but also just applying it to their life, it's definitely going to help them have that grit, have that self-control to pursue their dreams. I'm born and raised in San Antonio, and choice is really important. My mom knew back when I was going to school that middle schools weren't the best in San Antonio, so she worked 3 jobs to put me in a private school. And the students that I work with, their parents work 3 jobs just to make ends meet. And so having opportunities and having choice when it comes to their education is really important. Knowing that there are schools out there who not only focus on academics but character is important. And in order to make the world better, that's what parents are looking for, that choice of, there's not just one option, there's other options out there. And they're great options.